Hello, Kevin.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Someone having a sale of used food?
Oh, no, this stuff's from my apartment. They're fumigating it for roaches, and everything had to go, including me.
Well, at least you didn't bring your dirty laundry.
It's in the car.
Fine. Just toss in a box of Tide and push it in the river.
Yeah, come on in, Carl. Hi, Kevin. Can I borrow your history notes? Oh, I just came back from a date. With who? The Temptations? I had high tea with Esther Blodgett. Who? She's a 68-year-old widow with bursitis. Carl, what are you talking about? It's my new part-time job. I provide companionship for lonely women. Oh, yeah? That's really nice. Yeah, and it pays a bundle. Huh? I'm a professional escort. Hey, you sure this is legal? Yeah, and the agency's always on the lookout for clean-cut, suave-looking guys like me. Oh, yeah? Yeah. So, if you see any, give me a call.
Is there something interesting on the news?
No, we're looking for Dad.
But he's gone to Russia.
We're watching a protest march in Moscow.
Now we know he's arrived.
I think it's really neat. I mean, my father's a sportscaster in this cultural exchange program.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I mean, Pittsburgh sent them Dad, and all we got was a dancing bear.
Sounds like a fair trade to me.
I can't believe this. Heating bill, $670. Electric bill, $510. And they sent us a loan application with the phone bill. It's just horrible. We're going to have to cut back on expenses.
You could fire my violin teacher.
I could cut back on liquor and cigarettes.
Very funny. No, we're just going to have to start by cutting back on unnecessary expenses, like all this junk food.
Oh, please, Mrs. Owens. Let's not panic.
But we have to do something. Do you have any ideas, Mr. Belvedere?
Oh, many. But it would involve a good deal of sacrifice. And I don't think you're up to it.
Says who?
Yeah.
Well, if you're so determined, I think I could implement a few energy-saving measures for the house.
Wonderful. When do we start?
No time like the present.
Can't we turn up the heat?
I tried, but there's a padlock on the thermostat.
Nice touch, don't you think?
Oh, there's no hot water.
Of course there is. You just have to pay for it with a ration coupon.
Huh?
We used them in England during the war. We were allotted so much clothing, so much food, so much gas.
Guess you had plenty of both.
So you're really going to stick us with those things?
Indeed. And if you spend them wisely, you'll be able to have all the conveniences that you need. Like hot water, hair dryers, and reruns of Gilligan's Island.
Hey, that's right. It's on now.
You're gonna be great, buddy. I can tell you're a natural.
Gee, Kev, you must have a really hot date.
Yeah, bring her over. We could stand around her and warm our hands.
Where are you going, honey?
I'm, starting a new job tonight.
Oh? So, what exactly is your new job, Kevin?
Well, I'm in what you might call a service industry. Yeah, he sort of gets dressed up and provides a service.
Like a doctor?
More like a babysitter.
What?
Mom, I'm an escort.
You mean those people that women pay to go out with them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, my brother's a hooker.
I can assure you, Mrs. Owens, Kevin is a highly trained Ed's Affordable Escorts professional. There's absolutely no hanky-panky involved.
Oh, gee, Kevin, I don't know about this. I don't like it at all. But, you're old enough to make your own decisions.
Thanks, Mom.
Regardless of how your mother feels. Come along, children.
I can't do this. Oh, yes, you can. Come on, Kevin. All you have to do is take out a nice, sweet old lady. What's the big deal?
to my ex. I says, Lou, the minute the ink is dry in the divorce settlement, I'm jumping the first set of young bones that gets in my way. And it's you, sweet cheeks, champagne.
No, thanks. I don't drink.
Suit yourself.
Excuse me, can you drop me off at the next corner? I live there.
At the sewage treatment plant.
I'm a student. The rent's cheap.
Okay, I'll drop you. After one more turn around the city.
Hey, it's freezing in here. Yeah, well, it's gonna warm up pretty quick.
What's the matter?
I thought you said I'd get a sweet old lady.
Didn't you?
Hardly. I got this crazy sex bot who cornered me in a limo and wouldn't take her hands off me.
I'm shocked. What's your number?
Carl, this isn't funny. I've got a Corinthian leather rash you wouldn't believe. I've had it.
Kevin, I'm disappointed in you. One bad experience and you quit? I thought you were a professional. Huh? How do you ever expect to get anywhere in life? When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
You want something, don't you?
All you have to do is take a sweet old lady out on the town.
No way.
Oh, come on. It's an emergency.
Oh? What's her name?
Claudette.
You mean that French exchange student? From France?
Oui, oui, oui.
Forget it.
Oh, I could introduce you to her American cousin, Fifi Lipschitz.
God, please, please don't let her be another man-eater. Thank you. Hi, Kevin, I'm your date.
Oh, I'm Florence.
Is something the matter?
But I was expecting someone a little bit older.
Oh. Well, these are for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
So, where are we off to this evening?
Well, that depends. Have you ever heard of Tex Beneke?
Oh, yeah, I know him. Shortstop for the Red Sox, right?
Oh, okay. Can you do the jitterbug?
No, but I have a nervous tick.
Oh, dear. I did ask specifically for someone who could dance. I just knew this escort thing wouldn't work. It is the last time I'm going to get a date out of the Yellow Pages.
Hey, come on, wait a minute. If it means anything, I was the hokey pokey champ in the 3rd grade.
Well, I already had the tickets. And it sure beats sitting at home watching the Golden Girls.
So what do you say we give it a shot?
Let's go, pal. I tick a ticky tick, a tick a ticky tock, a tick a tick. Hey, kid, don't poop out on me now.
Hey, it's just fun to dance show if you have 3 flights of stairs.
I'm the one who threw you over my shoulder to get it. I haven't won a dance trophy since Atlantic City, 1945. My husband and I danced all night, and then we got married at sunrise.
Boy, it sounds like you two had a lot of fun.
Oh, we really did. I still miss him. Say, how about a cup of coffee for the road?
Oh, I wish I could, but I've got an early class.
Oh.
I should go.
Well, haven't you forgotten something?
What?
Your fee.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Here you go. Hey, keep the change.
Thanks.
Here.
You know, I had such a good time tonight. I feel kind of strange taking this.
Hey, Count Basie's band's coming to town next week. Are you up to learning the Lindy?
You bet.
Mr. Belvedere, what happened to the telephone?
Right here.
A payphone? How am I supposed to call Angela?
Try collect.
Forget it, I'll just drive to her house.
Oh, Heather. You've used up all your gas coupons.
Get it?
Carl, what happened to you?
The sweet old lady I went out with last night wasn't sweet, wasn't old, and at about 10 o'clock I found out he wasn't a lady.
Gee, Carl, that's too bad.
What's going on with you, pal? I was just down at the agency, and they told me you turned down your last 3 jobs.
So?
So I might have to refund my finder's fee.
Well, I've been busy.
With what?
With Florence. We've been seeing a lot of each other.
Oh, I get it. She's been paying you under the table. Good scam, Kev.
Oh, Carl, I'm not charging her.
What?
Well, I'm seeing her because I like her.
That's sick.
Hey, come on. She's a sweet old lady. She's probably living off Social Security. What do you want me to do, squeeze every last dime out of her?
I would.
Whoa, you are a maniac behind the wheel. I mean, you sent those two sailors flying.
You put me in a bumper car and I lose all control. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, I'll just have whatever you're having.
All right, one prune juice coming up. Oh. Say, how did you make out on your ancient history exam?
Yeah, I got a C-.
Oh, you should have called me. I probably was there.
Flo, you have a really great sense of humor.
You do, too, to put up with me.
Oh, what are you talking about? You're a lot more fun to go out with than most of the girls I usually date.
We really do get along, don't we?
Yeah, sure. I think so.
Me, too. So, as I say, what the hey? Let's do it.
You mean the two of us here? Right now?
No, we could wait a couple of weeks. We could make it a big event. I could invite all your friends and relatives.
You mean to what?
Well, certainly. I could rent some chairs and get Beverly, my neighbor, to sing.
Florence, what are we talking about?
Our wedding.
Our what? You're proposing to me?
Sure, why not?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is all so sudden. I mean, I'm still in college.
People in college get married.
I don't even have a job.
Neither do I. That gives us more time together.
No, Florence, I really...
Oh, look, if it's the money you're worried about, I have more than enough for the two of us.
Florence, I refuse to live off your Social Security.
Who's talking about Social Security? I have $7 million in the bank.
Remodeling it.
Why are you all out here? It's freezing.
It's warmer out here than it is in there.
This stuff sure doesn't throw much heat.
What are you burning, anyway?
Your immigration papers.
I'd give anything for a hot meal.
You could have had one if you hadn't blown all your ration coupons on your Lady Norelco.
Hey, let's go down to the railroad tracks. I hear it's stew night. What are we waiting for?
Well, no sense in wasting a good fire. Hello, Kevin. Care to join me?
No, thanks. Mr. Belvedere,
Hmm?
what do you think about marrying an older woman?
If the Queen Mother asked me, I might consider it.
It's talking about me.
I was afraid of that.
See, I met this really nice lady, Florence. We've been getting along great, and she asked me to marry her.
How old is this very nice lady?
65.
Kevin, why would you even consider marrying a 65-year-old woman?
Because she loves me. And she has $7 million that she wants to leave all to me.
Will you be needing a housekeeper?
This is serious, Mr. Belvedere.
Look, Kevin, answer me one question. If Florence didn't have all that money, would you still want to marry her? Good night, Kevin.
Mom, everybody, I have an announcement. I'm getting married.
What?
To who?
Oh, nobody special, just some girl.
What girl?
Well, actually, she's more than a girl. She's actually kind of like a woman. And I met her at work.
You're marrying some bimbo who's been paying you to squire her around town?
Gee, Kev, you must have squired her pretty good.
Hey, look, guys.
Hey, don't hey, look, guys. Me, mister. I saw The Graduate. I know all all about these sex-crazed middle-aged women trying to get their hooks into innocent young boys.
Mom.
I can just see her. She probably wears 4 tons of jewelry and 2 inches of makeup.
It's not like
I
that.
want to meet this woman tonight. Here, face to face.
Oh, this is like being at the equator.
Yeah, it must be almost 65 degrees in here.
Get too comfortable. There's a cold front on its way.
Where's that cradle-robbing hussy?
Mom, take it easy, please.
I won't rest until I've had it out with that tramp.
You know, you're really over the top here.
I am not. The mother lioness must protect her lionettes.
Is that anything like the mother raisin must protect her raisinets?
As long as I draw breath, no son of mine is going to be eaten alive by some oversexed she-wolf. Can I help you?
Mrs. Owens, I'm Florence Talbot.
Who?
Kevin's fiancée.
Kevin, can we have a word? All right, young man, what is going on?
What do you mean?
Just exactly how old is your fiancé?
65 and a half?
Do you think this is funny? Why didn't you tell me this before?
Mom, I tried. Anyway, would it have made any difference?
All right, Kevin, let's try to discuss this reasonably.
Okay.
You think you want to marry this Florence person. Just tell me why.
She loves me.
Oh, come on, Kevin. The woman is 3 times your age. It's got to be more to it than that.
Maybe.
So, how about that new super polygrip?
Are you and Kevin planning on having kids right away?
Why don't you children go and play in the traffic? Scram.
What do you think they're talking about in there?
Oh, baseball, the weather, the total implausibility of a marriage between a 20-year-old boy and a woman who's old enough to know better.
You don't mince words, do you?
Not where Kevin is concerned.
You know, it occurs to me that I really didn't think this thing through.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, I don't think Kevin did either.
Look, Kevin, I'm sure that Florence is a very nice person, but she's nearly 70 years old. You've got your whole life in front of you. What about your future?
What future? I mean, let's face it, Mom. I'm an ordinary guy. I studied my butt off at school, and I still have a C average.
So?
So the woman is worth $7 million. I mean, what am I ever going to do in life that's going to top that? Florence.
I think I've created enough trouble tonight. I'd better be going.
Oh, no, actually, we were just leaving.
Well, I guess that sounded pretty awful.
Oh, that's all right. I've always admired your honesty. You're not much of a dancer, but you are honest.
Thing is, I really do like you. I don't know what happened.
You know, I remember something my husband said years ago, just before he died. He said, Flo, you're going to be a rich lady. And after I'm gone, I want you to go out and buy yourself something nice. I guess that's what I tried to do.
Thanks. Well, listen, we can still see each other sometime.
Oh, sure. Look, if Les Brown ever comes to town, we can go out and cut a rug.
You have got yourself a date.
Well, I better go.
Sure.
By the way, how old is that housekeeper of yours?
It's here, everybody. The heating bill's finally here.
Oh, great. Let's see if all this misery is paid off.
I can't believe it. It's $3 higher than last month. No way. There must be some mistake. Maybe Mr. Belvedere can figure it out. Mr. Belvedere! Mr. Belvedere, open up! Mr. Belvedere!
You cheater!
Hello. My time.
Who's all that junk you told us about suffering through World War II?
I did. Once. I'd be crazy to do it again. Sure, you can see the humor in all this. Besides, think how all this privation has brought you together. Perhaps I better go and see if George needs a little company at Red Square. Dusk done.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Abusing me.
Deadly Silence, Sunday.
Kevin has recovered nicely from the trauma of losing a woman 3 times his age. He has returned gratefully to the trauma of losing girls his own age. As for the rest of the Owens, while they may have warmed up physically, they are still freezing me out over my little practical joke. But there is an upside to the big chill. I don't have to go downstairs to get an Eskimo pie.
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, it's Charlie Chaplin's 100th birthday this Sunday, and there'll be special commemorations around the world. We'll celebrate tonight.
Tuesday at 8, Samantha and Mona plan a night on the town to drown their boyfriend blues on Who's the Boss. Then little brother Kevin comes to the rescue of his big sister on the one.
Quick, Wes, beat it. Dad's on his annual spring cleaning tear.
So what?
What's your problem?
Women. See, there's this blonde, Melanie Goodman, and she's always staring at me in history. So I sent her a note on a paper plane, but I hit her on the head. Hey, I offered her half of my marshmallow and tuna sandwich.
Wes, the secret to a girl's heart isn't throwing things at her or grossing her out. Show her you can be tender and passionate, romantic.
Well, how do I do that?
Beats the heck out of me.
George, I can't believe you kept all these old Playboys.
Hey, there's some very thought-provoking articles in these.
I can imagine the thoughts they're provoking.
George, give me those.
Well, what's in here? It's a bunch of letters.
Yeah, George, they're mine.
Well, what's so important about these?
Gimme.
Huh?
Give
Huh?
me.
Huh?
Children, children.
Okay, if you really must know, they're just some old love poems.
From who?
Nobody. Barry Clayton.
That wimp who followed you everywhere before you met me?
He was not a wimp. His poems were sweet and touching, and I'm not going to throw them in the garbage.
Okay, then I will.
Okay, fine.
Hey, those are collector's items.
Yeah, the trash collector.
Whose stupid idea was this spring cleaning anyway?
Yours, George.
Hey, Mom, what you got there?
Oh, a recipe for meatloaf.
Yeah, your meatloaf gives us all a good cry.
Well, actually, it's an old love letter.
Oh, Dad wrote you love letters?
No, not exactly.
Huh? Well, then who are they from? Oh, Mom, you're not having an affair, are you?
Relax. They're from a boy who used to have a crush on me, but he was too shy to tell me, so he used to write me these sweet little love poems.
Oh.
Listen.
to my muse of loveliness, for whom I'll ever pine. Although our lips may never press, our souls will intertwine.
Oh, Mom, that's so beautiful. Yeah. And it was all for unrequited love?
I'm afraid so.
Well, how come?
'Cause I met your father.
Sad.
Hey, I'm sorry about the wieners in the hot roller machine. I didn't know you'd take it so hard.
Yes, she's crying over some old love poems.
You mean a bunch of mushy stuff really does that to Mom?
Yeah, Mom and every other woman in the world.
Mr. Belvedere, what brings you by?
Actually, I came here to get away from your parents.
It's funny. So did I.
What's with all the keys?
Oh, I inherited them.
Did the building manager die?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's too bad. But now I got his job and I get half my rent off.
But you don't know the difference between a screwdriver and a chainsaw.
Come on. This building's really well constructed. It'll be a walk in the park.
George,
I thought I threw these things out.
these are my private letters.
Well, why are you suddenly so big on privacy?
Me? Why haven't you ever shown me your lodge salute or your secret fraternity yodel?
If he ever does, please don't share them with me.
You still have a thing for this guy?
No. It's just that these are the only things I ever received that are even remotely romantic.
Yeah, I'm always getting you romantic stuff. What about your birthday? I got you the Popeil Pocket Fisherman.
Be still my heart.
Okay, I'll go right out and buy you a dozen roses. Will that make you happy?
No, not if I have to ask for them.
I love roses.
Hey, Mom, how do I look?
Just like a man.
Hey, Les, what are y'all dressed up for?
Nothing special. Just going to the library with Melanie.
Oh, I thought she was giving you the cold shoulder.
Well, I know it's dumb, but when I saw you and Mom sniffling over those old love poems, I thought, what the heck? So I tried to write one myself. I slipped it in Melanie's locker, and she melted like a glob of cheese whiz.
Gee whiz, love's making you almost human.
If I'm not home by 9:30, tell Mom and Dad not to wait up.
Yes, I'll tell Kevin about your toilet. In the meantime, try the backstroke. What happened to you?
Never clean a light socket with a nail file.
Don't you think you're in a wee bit over your head?
I don't get it. I mean, this used to be a great building. But when Mr. Thomas died, the building died with him. I can't deal with this. Maybe I should move back home.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps I can help you. What you got there, George?
Oh, nothing. Just a poem a friend of mine wrote.
Oh, can I have a look? How do I love thee? Let me see. You are like a slam dunk to me. You're the bat that brings me luck. You're my favorite hockey puck.
Too flowery?
George, your friend is demented.
My friend is me.
No.
Hey, big guy, could you help me out? Maybe write a sonnet or two?
I've already bailed out 1 Owens today. That's my quota.
Oh, another note from Melanie.
Hey, this isn't for public consumption, okay?
Come on, let me read it. I promise I won't laugh.
Okay, but if you do, don't be surprised if you wake up tomorrow with a mohawk.
You touch my heart like sunshine that warms a winter day. Your smile like the summer breeze can chase the clouds away. Gee, Wes, this is really nice. You're growing up.
Hey, don't get weird on me, huh?
Come on, I'll make you a milkshake.
Okay.
George, did you leave this by my briefcase?
Yeah.
You touch my heart like sunshine that warms a winter day. Your smile, like a summer breeze, can chase the clouds away. Well, honey, this is charming. I didn't know you could be so eloquent.
Well, well, I mean, you know.
Oh, George.
Whoa.
Okay, Wes. Do you know what your father just gave me?
A hickey?
Wes, why don't you get to school?
Okay. Have fun.
Hey, Marsh, do me a favor. Don't mention any of this stuff to Wes. I don't want him to know his old man's a sentimental slob.
It'll be our secret.
Okay.
Real life wrestling.
That is the last time I set foot in Mrs. Cicchini's apartment.
Oh, did you have trouble fixing her drain pipe?
No. But every time I bent over the sink, she pinched me on the tush.
Well, you do look pretty cute in your little overalls. Kind of like Junior Samples. By the way, Miss Abaddon in 4F's just called. Her shower wall's leaking.
Oh, do you have any grout?
I don't think so, but if you're hungry, I think I have some donuts.
Kevin, grout is the mortar you use to fill in the cracks in the walls.
I knew that. You think I'm stupid?
Anyone who can count me into doing all his work can hardly be called stupid.
Come in.
Hello.
Oh, Mrs. Cicchini. Is there any problem?
I know it's silly, but the cord on my Venetian blinds got tangled, and I have arthritis.
I'll take care of it right away.
Oh, I'm sure you have more important things to do, but if Lynn wouldn't mind.
Well, I think Melanie's gonna like this one. But I need an unbiased opinion. Tell me what you think, Spot. To my only love, the vastness of the ocean, the grandeur of the skies,
Is nothing to the rapture that you capture in your eyes. George, this is even lovelier than yesterday's. It's like you're inspired.
Well, I do get some help from upstairs.
Don't be so modest.
Come on, Marsh, they're just words.
But it's like I'm meeting a whole new you. It makes me look forward to every morning. And evening.
Good evening, Kevin.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere. Aren't you a little dressed up to fix Miss Gordon's toilet?
I'm off to a concert. These are for you. They are called tools.
Hey, are you still mad because I had you fix the antenna on the roof?
There was an electrical storm.
So I lent you my umbrella.
Yes, the one with the metal tip. I'm a housekeeper, not a lightning rod. And I'm sick of you taking advantage of my good nature.
All right, look, I'm sorry. You're right, and I've been really, really selfish. I just want to thank you for helping me out. And I hope you'll accept my apology.
Yes, of course I do, and I'm sorry I snapped.
It's just I have a date tonight with this cheerleader, and the heater just broke.
All part of life's festive cavalcade.
Okay, fine. I just hate to think of all those poor, little old ladies who'll freeze to death if I can't fix the heater myself.
All right, Kevin. But this is the last thing I do for you on the planet Earth. And I once had the run of Buckingham Palace. Well, now, what seems to be the trouble? Nice tune. Ah, perhaps it's that loose bolt over there. Can't quite reach it. There we go. Oh, come on, Lynn. Pretend that it's Kevin's nose. That's it. Oh, piddly poop, I'm stuck. Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Kevin!
Miss Belvedere?
I've been pounding for 3 hours. Where the devil have you been?
On my date, remember? In fact, she's upstairs right now, so I'll see you.
Wait!
Hey, are you stuck?
No, I'm playing hide and seek with the washing machine.
You're really stuck.
For further amusement, try poking me with a sharp stick.
I'm sorry.
So you should be. Kevin!
Okay, I'll get you out. Let's see. 1, 2...
Now, before you do any further damage, get me something to eat. I'm absolutely starving.
Oh, sure. Got any change? Okay. Let's see, what'll it be? We got pretzels, Fritos, M&Ms, and Tide. Oh, they're all out of Tide. Hey. Nothing came out. I hate that. Wait a minute, I see something. Got it. Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
I can't get my arm out.
Do you mean to say you're stuck too? There is a God.
Hey, Wes, do you know where Mr. Belvedere is?
No, and I don't care.
What's wrong?
I saw Melanie making out with Moose Magruder in assembly. During the Pledge of Allegiance, no less.
Oh, gee, Wes, I'm sorry.
I can't believe it. Not only is she a tramp, she's a communist.
What are you writing?
My farewell poem. If she's gonna cheat on me, I'm gonna kiss her off real good.
George, didn't you forget something this morning?
Oh, yeah, you're home. I must have left it upstairs. So, Wes. Going to school?
That was the plan.
Hey, put the books down. It's a beautiful day. I mean, why don't you go to the zoo?
Huh? You want me to play hooky?
Hey, the zoo's educational. Buy all the popcorn you want.
Okay. You know, there's this 10-speed I've been looking at.
George, I have to go.
Shoot. To my only love. Perfect. Here you go.
Just like Old Faithful. To my only love. You're a sleazy broad. You're a big fat broad. You make me want to puke. If I ever write you another sonnet, I'll be sure to spit a booger on it. That's my letter.
Wes, you shouldn't be writing stuff like that about your mom.
What's going on?
Nothing. I mean, well, the things I've been writing you, I sort of borrowed from Wes.
What? You mean I've been swooning over love poems written by my own son? Oh, George, that's sick.
You stole my poems? How could you do something like that?
Yeah, how could you?
Well, I just sort of...
You're in big trouble, mister. Big trouble.
Oh, hi, pal.
Yeah,
Still not talking to your old pop, huh?
I don't know.
I guess you think I'm a real jerk.
Well, on one hand, you invaded my privacy, took advantage of me, and lied to cover it up. On the other hand, sounds like something I would do.
Like son, like father, huh?
Yeah. Except you got caught.
What I don't get is why you wrote the nasty letter. I thought you were in love.
Melanie cheated on me.
Oh, tough break.
But that's what really bugs me. That you were able to score with my poems, but I struck out.
Go figure.
I mean, what is it?
I don't know. They make us act crazy. But when you find one that's really worth loving, like your mom, well, you learn to play along. You even learn to like it. Someday you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, look, pal, I'm sorry for what I did.
That's okay. Listen, Mom made me go to school. Can I go to the zoo tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Then I guess you want your $300 back.
Hey, look, maybe this weekend we'll go check out that 10-speed.
Dad, you're okay.
George.
Hey, I know what you're going to say. I thought you were mad.
You made a total ass of yourself, George. But you did it for me. Well, you may not be Lord Byron, but the message got through.
Hey, Mark's not here. We don't want Belvedere barging in.
Where is he, anyway?
On a tree by the river, a little tomtit sang willow, tit willow, tit willow.
Song.
During the Blitz, we used to get through the air raids by singing Gilbert and Sullivan.
I'd rather be blown to bits than listen to that.
Don't get snippy with me.
Oh, excuse me. I'm stuck here in a vending machine while this gorgeous babe is stranded in my apartment.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she'll find her way back to Bimbo Land.
Now who's getting snippy?
Well, if you hadn't been such a clod, we wouldn't be here in the first place.
Oh, well, if you didn't spend 6 hours in the donut shop every day, we might not be here either.
I will not stand here and be insulted by such a twit.
Well, you don't have much of a choice, do you?
Oh, showing your true colors now, you overgrown brat. All the time I feared Wesley, but no, you lurked like a time bomb, ready to blow up in my face. I have never
I don't want to hear it.
Ah, then hear this. My objects all sublime, my self-esteem in time.
Oh, horse is a horse, suck horse, suck horse. Hey, no, we're going to go
I'm
the right to the horse and ask the horse. We'll give you an answer to Nolan.
Oh, boy, a hoot nanny.
Gee, thank God. Call the fire department. We're stuck.
Really? Oh, dear.
All right, thanks. Claudia, darling, I'm coming.
Come back here, you blackguard!
Oh, Lynn, we don't need him. I can get you out of there.
You can?
Sure. Well, what's the rush?
Anyway, Mrs. Cicchini was able to get me free. But not until she forced me to eat her oysters oregano, while she played Misty on a kazoo. Meanwhile, the love letter scandal has resolved itself, and serenity has descended on the Owens household. To paraphrase the poet, love works in mysterious ways.
without a guy. I mean, we'll actually have to watch the movie. Oh, it's a great double feature. Gandhi and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I heard one of them even won an Oscar. Okay, I'll go. Great. See you after dinner. All right. Bye, Mr. Boomerang.
Hey, Slick.
Wow, Wes, you're really dressed to kill.
Oh, please don't give him ideas.
Relax, I'm just going bowling.
Oh, yeah? Is Denise going to be there?
Hey, how'd you know about her?
Wes, every morning for the past week, you've spelled her name in your alphabet.
Somebody's got a girlfriend. Somebody's got a girlfriend. Somebody's got
Oh,
a
Lord.
girlfriend.
Please don't let him breed.
Hey, give me a break, will you? It's my first real date. Sort of.
Hey, Wes, want a little tip from the master? When you're bowling, if she happens to get a strike and she jumps up in the air,
Yeah?
don't say, I see London, I see France, I see Denise's underpants.
I'll keep that in mind. Oh, I better get going.
All right, knock him dead, Wes.
Hey. Wait a minute. You're not going anywhere, young man. We just got a call from Grandma Huffnagel.
How could you do it, Wes? Taking pictures of that sweet old lady buck naked in a therapy pool.
They're for a report on growing old in America.
Forget it, pal. You're grounded.
Oh, no, Dad, any night but tonight.
Well, maybe next time you'll think before you pull a stunt like this.
Boy, I can't believe I got in trouble just for taking this.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Come on, Marsh. You're always begging me to take you to the theater.
Yeah, but why can't we see Phantom of the Opera or Les Miserables?
What are you going to see?
Raymond Burr in Dancing.
Hey, are you guys taking the Porsche?
Oh, honey. You know we're going to a bad part of town, so we're taking your father's car.
So, Mom, you think I can borrow your car? Me and Ange are going to the drive-in.
I don't think so.
Hey, remember, Belvedere, Wes doesn't leave this house.
Oh, don't worry. I've got some fresh alligators for the moat. I thought you'd been sent to your room.
Mr. Belvedere, it's Saturday night, my first co-ed bowling party, and I'm stuck here with you. Is that fair?
Not to me.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. You were young once, a long, long time ago. Couldn't you look the other way?
Wesley, I sympathize with your plight. But your father's put his foot down.
Great. Would you let me off the hook for a box of scooter pies?
Good night, Wesley. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.
Pucker up, Denise. There's only a pane of glass between you and the man you love.
Someone made me drop my ducky.
Boy, you don't trust me at all, do you?
Of course I trust you to do exactly the opposite of what you are told. Now get to bed. I'm fun and blowing a bubble, pretty bubbles in the air.
Wesley T. Owens is not whipped yet. Spot, I'm gonna need your help.
Wesley, I brought you a little surprise. Wesley, wouldn't you like some hot cocoa?
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere. I'm really tired, so I'm in bed already. I guess I'll see you in the morning.
Well, my little flea bag. Looks like Wesley didn't teach you to change the battery. The scoundrel hot-wiring my alarm system. I'll bring him back and turn him into soup. Keys. I shall have to take the silly Porsche. I haven't driven one of those since that wild night in London with Joan Collins. Now, which side of the road is it? The left-hand side or the right? Maybe I should call Joan.
Come on, honey. It wasn't that bad.
I wanted to see Raymond Burr dance, not his understudy.
Oh, no. I thought Rod Steiger was really good.
Well, let's go to bed.
Oh, I'll be right up. I just want to go say goodnight to Wolfgang.
Who?
My Porsche.
Hi, Dad. How was the play?
Okay. How's it driving?
Oh, it got rained out, so we went to a bar and picked up sailors.
What?
Dad, I'm kidding. We hung out at Angela's.
She did it! She actually took the Porsche!
Hi, Mom.
Not now. I can't believe that girl. She knows how I love that car. I told her not to take it, but she did. And in the pouring rain, I tell you, when I get my hands on your daughter, I'm good. Heather, you didn't take my Porsche?
No.
Well, if you didn't, who did?
I tell you, Spotty, never trust a woman. Denise kissed up to me, hogged all my French fries, and then left with Pete Raffin.
Honey.
Wes? Champ?
Oh, hey, Dad. What time is it?
Better get up. We have to go to the hospital.
Mr. Belvedere's been in a car accident.
You heard anything?
Yeah, the cop said he skidded in the rain and wrapped the Porsche around a tree.
Oh, my God.
All I know is Mr. Belvedere's in critical condition.
Are you the Owens family?
How is he okay?
I know this is hard for all of you, but Mr. Belvedere suffered a closed injury to the head.
Oh, no, a closed injury. My God, a closed injury. What's a closed injury?
Closed means there's no serious fracture. However, he is in a coma. Now, it's possible he could make a full recovery.
Possible?
It's also possible he won't come out of it.
Ever?
I wish I had better news. Are you folks relatives?
He's our housekeeper. He's been with us forever. Well, not forever. It just seems like forever. I mean,
Doctor, can we see him now?
Yes, but just for a minute.
Thank you.
well, I guess we should go on in.
Come on, Wes.
I'm not going. I don't want to see him like that.
It's okay, honey. We understand. Did you two get any sleep?
Us neither.
I just kept thinking of Mr. Belvedere lying there in that hospital.
Well, I don't get it. Where the hell was he going anyway?
I don't know. How about you, honey? Did he tell you where he was going?
No, he, never said anything about that.
It's funny. I almost expect a big guy to walk in and ask us what we want for breakfast.
Good morning. Now, what would everybody like for breakfast?
I guess I'll whip up something.
That's a frightening notion. What's the matter with everyone? You look like someone died.
Not exactly.
Angela, what are you doing dressed up like the Good Witch of the North?
My name isn't Angela. It's Angel.
Of course, you're Angel and I'm Mr. Birdbath.
No. You're not Mr. Birdbath. Your name is Lynn. Dear, dear Lynn.
Heather, I'm afraid the squirrel's out of the cage again.
I'm afraid they can't hear you or see you.
Oh, what's going on?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kev. Did you check out the Porsche?
Yeah,
How does it look?
like it just went 10 rounds with Godzilla.
I just can't believe this happened to poor Mr. Belvedere.
Something happened to me?
His condition's the same.
My condition? What condition?
Well, he must have taken a hell of a bang on the head.
Bang on the head. Porsche. Rain.
Is it coming back to you now?
Yes. Wesley, you snuck out. I took the Porsche to get you. That stupid pizza truck cut me off. They never go that fast when I order them.
Honey, what's wrong?
I don't know. I just felt a blast of hot air. I don't feel too good.
Where am I?
Can't you guess?
If I'm with you, it's probably hell.
Actually, it's kind of a waiting room
Waiting for what?
to see if you come out of your coma.
I'm not in a coma. I feel fine.
I'm afraid you're quite ill. See?
Oh, my. Oh, I do look pale. And they say the camera adds 10 pounds.
Cigars, cigarettes, ding dongs. Cigars, cigarettes, ding dong.
Ding dong. Thank you. I could learn to like this place.
I knew you'd come around.
Wait a minute, what am I saying? I don't want to die, especially not in Beaver Falls. I've been through the Blitz, frostbite, even cannibals. But I'll be damned if I'll be done in because Wesley disobeyed my orders. Sorry about the damned part.
Well, if you can prove your presence on Earth is essential to another life, you might get off on a technicality.
Of course I'm essential. You never saw the Owens before I got there. And I can't imagine what they'd be like if I were gone. Maybe I can.
Hey, close the door, will you? There's a draft.
So did you look for work today?
Why should I? You got 3 jobs.
I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
The fleet's in. I'm going to the dock.
Say hello to all the guys over at the tattoo parlor.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. We're home from prison.
Hey, champ.
10 years in solitary, and that's all I get?
I hope you at least learned to trade this time.
Sure did. In fact, I made something for you.
One old bag. He sure got you, peg, Mark.
Aren't you flattering yourself just a teensy-weensy bit?
Not at all. Now, if you'll just point me to the door.
Not so fast, dear, dear Lynn. That was just your version. Now let's see what the Owens family is really doing.
Well, that must be your mom. Yeah, and she's driving a beat-up old bug.
Hey, what's with the car, Marsh?
Like it?
Well, what about the Porsche?
Oh, I sold it.
Huh?
Why?
Because it represented everything that was wrong with my life. Everything that was stupid and pointless. It's just, I stopped by the hospital today to see Mr. Belvedere. And I started talking to this poor family in the waiting room. They were having a problem with their medical insurance. They were desperate. They couldn't afford a lawyer. And I solved the problem. And then it hit me. I mean, why I've been studying law all those years was to help people. So I quit my dumb singing waitress job and got myself hired at Legal Aid.
That's great, Marsh.
Congratulations.
So what are they paying you?
Oh, a little less than my tips at the diner.
Well, that's great. My wife becomes a lawyer and I end up losing money on the deal.
They don't even miss me.
Of course they do. They're simply getting on with their own lives while waiting for a decision on yours.
Am I still lying in that dreary hospital?
There you are. Snuggy as a buggy in a ruggy.
Oh, look. There's the get well card. Get well, we can't make it without you. There, you see. My presence is essential.
It's signed Donut World.
Oh, piddly poop.
Take heart, dear, dear Lynn.
Just for once. Couldn't you call me Mr. Boxer Shorts?
Hey, Westman.
Are you coming with us to see Mr. Belvedere?
No, I've got homework.
Don't you think he would like it if you were there with him?
I don't know.
Look, pal. I know this may be hard on you, but there might be something you want to say to Mr. Belvedere. Just in case.
Just in case what?
Well, I mean, there's a chance he might not make it.
I don't want to hear this.
Hey, Wes, you okay?
Just leave me alone, will you?
Wes, what's with you anyway? Why won't you ever go to the hospital?
I just don't want to, so get off my case.
No, you've been acting really weird ever since all this stuff happened.
So?
So I know you. There's something going on.
Ask him about his bowling game.
Hey, you went bowling that night, didn't you? Huh? You snuck out and Mr. Belvedere took Mom's car to look for you. Right?
All right, it's all my fault. Because of me, Mr. Belvedere wrapped the car around a tree, and now he's laying in the hospital in a coma.
Well, don't you think you should tell Mom and Dad?
Why? It's not going to help Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, it's up to you to do the decent thing. You would look awfully good on my record up there.
You're not a little kid anymore, Wes. It's about time you start taking responsibility for all the rotten stuff you do.
Forget it. Just leave me alone.
Apparently, I didn't change him that much after all.
Anything new?
We're still waiting to see the doctor. What's that, Dad?
Ah, a box of ding-dongs, just in case the big guy wakes up.
Hey, Doc, what's going on?
Been a change in his condition?
Yes, and I'm afraid it's not good. His blood pressure has dropped. This is just a non-scientific observation, but he doesn't seem to be fighting this thing as hard as he was. It's like he doesn't care anymore.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad you came.
Don't be too sure.
What do you mean, pal?
I know where Mr. Belvedere was going when he had his accident.
Where?
To the bowling alley. To get me. I snuck out.
You what?
I'm sorry, everybody, and I know you all hate me, but I have to see Mr. Belvedere alone before you do whatever you're gonna do to me. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Boy, I really screwed up this time. Usually I'd come to you and you'd call me an obnoxious twit and we'd both feel better. But not now. Can't believe you're just lying here like this. Because of me. Because you cared about me. If I told you this some other time, you'd probably laugh or make fun of me. But you're my best friend. I know you don't believe it because I act like such a creep. But I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm scared, Mr. Belvedere. I'm so sorry. Please come back. I love you.
Wesley, you're standing on my tube.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
It's been a week since I officially rejoined the world of the living. My doctor has given me a clean bill of health and told me I may return to my daily routine with a vengeance. Wesley T. Owens, the party's over. Come in. Hello, dear.
Hi, look who I brought. How are you feeling, Mr. Brontosaurus?
Heavenly.
At 8, the Impossible Missions Force uses voodoo tactics to break up a Louisiana kidnap ring on Mission Impossible. Then a government sting operation falls apart on a man called Hawk.
I'll regret asking this, but what exactly are you doing?
Practicing.
For what? The rodeo?
Well, I'm going to be a stripper to raise money for charity.
Of course. Why pass the hat when you can drop the pants?
Hey, look, if I can help just one poor kid by letting a bunch of screaming women drop dollar bills into my shorts, then it's worth it.
Can sainthood be far behind?
More Salisbury steak, anyone?
I'm still chewing this piece.
It's not too tough, is it?
Not if you're Jaws.
Go ahead. Make fun. I'm in court all day trying to nail a slumlord. Then I rush home because it's Mr. Belvedere's day off, and I want my children to have a nice hot meal. And this is the thanks I get.
Come on, Mom. Finish it, man. Really. Right?
Right.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Besides, I wanted to go on a diet anyway.
Excuse me.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
I can't make a dent in this gravy.
Here, try scraping it off with one of these Salisbury steak things.
Hey, Mom's meat works better than Brillo pads.
Nice going, Hez.
Oh, it was your stupid idea.
Hey, come on. You know, we all make fun of Mom's cooking, but it wouldn't hurt to give her a compliment once in a while.
You mean lie?
Well, it's not lying. It's called being tactful.
You mean like if I told you you're smart and beautiful?
No, that would be lying.
Real funny, Cat.
All right, look, Dad's away in Russia and Mom's lonely. I think we should try and be extra nice to her, okay?
Okay.
Great. Now let's be extra nice to ourselves and go get a pizza.
Good evening, Mrs. Owens.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How was your day off?
Oh, very pleasant. But then again, it always is without Wesley.
Mr. Belvedere, how would you feel if the kids couldn't get their teeth through your thighs?
Relieved.
Do you think I'm a bad cook?
Well, bad is such a subjective term, Mrs. Owens. I mean, there's bad and there's awfully bad. And then again, there's wretched and horrid and simply abysmal. Does that answer your question?
It's just the kids are always complaining about my food, and I'm getting tired of it.
Me too. Want to kill them?
No, but I am thinking of taking cooking lessons.
Well, just be sure and find a good teacher. Preferably one with a sense of humor.
Mr. Belvedere, it's so sweet of you to volunteer.
Mr. Belvedere, you're my trainer. Talk to me.
Why? I just saw your breakfast.
Come on. Saturday's gonna be here before you know it. I want to look good for this strip-off. Gotta bulk up.
Well, carry on.
Hey, where are you going?
To get something to eat. You bulk up your way, I'll bulk up mine. What are you doing?
Looking for my frog. Hey, Kev, is that Mr. Bug Eyes on your shorts?
I suppose it was. For our first lesson, I thought we'd start with something foolproof. Good old Yankee pot roast.
Oh, that's easy. You just take a hunk of meat, throw it in a pot, dump in a box of salt, and boil everything till the water's all gone. My grandmother's recipe.
Ah, then it is hereditary. So perhaps we should start with something even more basic.
Oh, okay.
Like spaghetti.
Sure.
Meet Chef Boyardee.
Kevin, what happened?
Mr. Bug Eyes made me sprain my wrist. Wait till I get my good hand on him.
Relax, he's in my pocket. Sure.
Hey, some smells pretty good.
Yeah, it's great having Mr. Belvedere back in the kitchen.
Nothing like a quiet stroll before dinner.
Wait a minute. If you're out here, then who's in...
Dinner in 5 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. She's using my recipe. It's absolutely foolproof.
So how is it?
Mom, what'd you do to this meat? I mean, to make it so tangy.
Oh, well, Mr. Belvedere gave me a few tips, like adding a bunch of beef bouillon cubes.
Mrs. Owens, I distinctly remember telling you to add only 2 cubes.
I know, but after you left, I got to thinking that if 2 would make it good, then 12 would make it fantastic.
Right you are, Mom.
That sounds like the smoke alarm.
Oh, good. The rolls must be ready.
Come in.
Hi, Wes said you wanted to see me.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to get your advice. Trying to find a theme for my act of the strip-off. What's the perfect female fantasy?
Well, I don't know. Mel Gibson serving ice cream that makes you thin?
How about this?
You're gonna be an FTD florist?
No, I'm a Roman gladiator.
Well, good luck, Spartacus.
Spartacus didn't wear a shirt. Oh, damn.
Mrs. Owens, I see you started without me.
Yeah, but the way everyone raved about my dinner last night, I think I'm finally getting some confidence.
Well, don't. Move ahead. Too quickly, I mean.
Oh, we're having lasagna tonight.
Oh.
Ooh.
What did you put in this sauce?
Oh, little of this, little of that. I like to be creative.
Mm-hmm. Then you should join a ceramics class.
Oh, you. Now, it says to add a pinch of oregano to the meatball mixture. Gosh, that hardly seems like enough.
Wait! There's something we need.
What?
Spanish basil.
Well, where do we get that?
Spain.
Well, maybe I can find some at the market.
Splendid idea.
All right. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
You keep an eye on everything.
Mm-hmm. That should buy me some time.
Are you sure you're okay, honey?
I'm fine, Mom. I mean, I still have some vision in one eye.
I said I was sorry.
Well, I baked you something that's going to make you feel a lot better. Your favorite, pineapple upside-down cake. You can bring it in, Mr. Belvedere.
All right, Mrs. Owens. I'm just taking it out of the oven. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. It's too good. She'll never believe it.
Wow, Mom, you really made that?
Gee, I don't remember it looking so good.
Boy, Mom, you've been making some really great dinners these past couple of nights.
Yeah, you're getting better than Mr. Belvedere.
I could never have come this far without him.
You said a mouthful. Boy, Mom, you made us some really great dinners. Gee, you're even better than Mr. Belvedere. Oh, hello, sir. How pleasant to see you.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm thinking of having a dinner party tomorrow night.
Where?
Here. There's this city councilman, Lloyd Taylor, and we need his vote to hire 2 more attorneys for legal aid. So I'd like to invite him and his wife, and my boss, Darryl, and his wife.
I'll prepare something special.
No, you don't understand. I'm going to do the cooking.
But I thought you liked these people. And would want to spend as much time with them as you can.
Right, so why don't you serve the meal and I'll do everything else? I want to make a big impression.
I think you can count on that.
Kevin, why do you keep doing this to yourself?
I want to look good for the strip-off.
All you're gonna look is lopsided.
Uh-oh. My tooth fell out. It's been loose ever since you hit me in the face with a door.
Kevin, I'm telling you as a sister, give this up.
Hey, come on. I still have sex appeal.
To who, Leon Spinks?
Hey, look, this is for charity. Besides, there might be a great-looking nurse in the audience. Anyway, nothing is going to keep me off that stage tonight. And my tooth! Oh, my God!
I see you.
Mrs. Owen, I was just wondering if I might be of some assistance.
Thanks all the same, but I want to make this dinner all by myself. It's important to my sense of self-worth.
I wouldn't get in the way, and I could tell a few amusing anecdotes. Perhaps do some of my bird calls.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, guess where I just found Mr. Bug-Eyes? He was in your closet trying to hit on one of your lizard skin shoes.
Wesley, I'm in trouble.
Oh, boy, what'd you do?
I've been doctoring up every one of your mother's meals behind her back.
You mean Mom still can't cook?
Bingo. And we've got guests coming in a few hours. I've just got to get in the kitchen.
I know. I'll call her from a payphone, tell her I ran away, and I won't come back unless she comes and gets me.
That might work. Then again, she might break open the champagne.
Hey.
I got it. She's got to go upstairs and dress. When she does that, I'll need your help.
Well, I guess I'll go get ready.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Belvedere said that since you're doing such a good job in the kitchen, he went to a double feature.
Good. Then I can take a nice hot bath and not have to worry about him snooping around the kitchen.
Yeah, he can be a real Budinsky. All clear. How did I do? You think I fooled her?
Without question. It's heartwarming seeing a boy lie to his mother that way.
Well, that's it. There's nothing more I can do.
Let us hope not. I mean, I think you've done enough already.
That's them.
I'll get it. Good evening. Please come in.
Good evening. My, what a lovely home. Isn't it lovely, Evelyn?
Yes, dear, it's lovely.
Oh, thank you, Councilman Taylor, Mrs. Taylor. This is our housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere.
Housekeeper? How much are we paying you legal aid lawyers, huh? Hey, haven't I seen you at Arnie's big and fat store?
Yes, weren't you the one they were trying to pry out of the dressing room?
Mr. Belvedere, this is my boss, Darrell Manning, and his wife, Paula. Hello.
Good evening.
Please sit down.
Ah, where's Mr. Owens?
Oh, George won't be able to join us. He's on an exchange program to the Soviet Union.
You mean after all this time, I won't get to meet George Owens in the flesh?
Paula's a big fan of his. She never misses his sports reports.
I like to tape them and watch them later when I'm alone.
Salmon pate, anyone?
Great, I am starving, and we'd better get to it before this guy does, huh? So the mayor says, but Councilman Taylor, it will never work. And I say, why? Because it makes sense.
I never grow tired of that story.
Fresh rolls, anyone?
Love some, yeah. Marcia, dear, you have got to give Evelyn the recipe.
Oh, yes, the councilman loves rolls.
I can see that.
Councilman Taylor, about our request to expand our staff at Legal Aid.
As it stands now, there's a 2-week waiting period to see an attorney, and it's only getting worse.
Well, you know, your plight reminds me of the police shortage in '79.
When George gets home, do you ever peel off his shirt and rub those big, broad shoulders with warm oil?
Paula.
There we go, Kev. Just one step at a time. Kevin! Mom, this is not my idea, but Kevin seems to be a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Wanted to come down here and show everyone his costume for the strip-off.
What do you think?
His mouth is still numb from the Novocaine the dentist gave him.
I'm a Trojan.
He's a Trojan.
Apparently the one who fell off his horse.
Well, nice to meet you.
Goodbye, Kevin. Break a leg.
What a handsome family you have.
Mr. Belvedere, I gotta talk to you.
Oh, honey, come here. This is our youngest, Wesley.
Well, young man, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. Mr. Belvedere always says I'll either end up in prison or politics.
Why not both?
Mr. Belvedere, we have to talk.
Please excuse us.
Don't eat that stuff.
Why not? Salmon pate is the only edible thing your mother made.
Mr. Bug Eyes ate some, and look what it did to him.
Oh, dear.
That stuff must be rotten or something.
Oh, not necessarily. I'm sorry about your frog, of course. But that doesn't mean it'll hurt people. Does it?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out if everybody drops dead.
Where's the first aid manual?
It's over here.
Check under food poisoning.
Okay, here it is. Food poisoning is caused by bacterial toxins. It says to induce vomiting with 1 tablespoon of syrup of ipecac.
You used the last bottle after one of your mother's meatloaves. Well, there's nothing to it. I should just have to go out there and tell everyone your mother's poisoned them.
No! This dinner's important to Mom. She's trying to make a good impression.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
So what are we going to do?
Wesley, I never thought I'd say this, but let's go and make everyone sick.
Everything was delicious, Marcia. Thank you.
Is everybody done?
Well, I know I am. I couldn't eat another thing if you paid me, and I am an elected official.
You know, Councilman, that reminds me of ancient Rome. The upper classes used to gorge on their food and then tickle their throats with a feather, thereby causing them to regurgitate their feast into a nearby trough.
Yeah, I've got 2 feathers right here if anyone wants to try it. Frankly. Just kidding. Come on, Mr. Belvedere, I'll help you clear the table.
Anyway, Councilman, as we were saying, about the caseload situation...
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look at this rice. Doesn't it kind of look like a big bowl of maggots?
Perhaps, Wesley. They're not quite as slimy or wiggly.
Mr. Belvedere?
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh, cool. Just like Debbie Price. She had Check for Lunch special all over her desk.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Then the substitute teacher saw it and had to barf in a wastebasket.
Oh, Wesley T. Owens, you go to your room.
But, Mrs. Owens...
And you can go with him.
Mrs. Owens, the boy is only trying to help. It appears we may all be suffering from food poisoning.
My frog ate some of that salmon spread you made, and, well, he croaked. I mean, literally.
Oh, no.
We consulted the first aid manual, and it says that we all must, well...
I think we got the picture.
I think we should all pay a visit to the nearest emergency room.
I'm so sorry.
But, you're all welcome back for pie.
I've never been so humiliated in my life. From now on, you do all the cooking, Mr. Belvedere.
It wasn't a total loss, Mrs. Owens. The councilman did say he'd vote for more attorneys.
Yeah, it's amazing what someone will agree to with a tube down their throat.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
How was the striptease? Everything come off without a hitch?
I raised $150.
That's wonderful, honey.
Yeah, it was all from one lady. She's a bone specialist. Says she wants to study me.
Hey, everybody, look. It's Mr. Bug Eyes. Guess he was just tired.
Mrs. Owens tells me that both new attorneys at Legal Aid are working out very well, and that they were the only ones brave enough to sample the plate of cookies she made. As for Kevin, the strip-off for charity was so successful that they're having another one this weekend. Kevin cannot attend on the advice of his bone specialist. He is sending a proxy. Ladies, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Dennis Quaid is a battle-hardened space pilot and Earth's top gun. Louis Gossett Jr. is an alien from a distant planet with a distinct hatred for Earthmen. They're 2 sworn enemies stranded on a war-torn world. But to survive, they must learn to do the impossible. Work together in peace. Prepare for the futuristic thriller Enemy Mine. Tonight at 8. Now it's Three's Company. Next on Fox 11, KTTV, Los Angeles.
Dad's dragging us to this thing. Your father and I feel we should be spending more quality time as family.
Where are you going?
Roller derby.
Oh, midget wrestling all sold out?
Now, I want to see that attic spick and span when we get back, mister.
Couldn't I be grounded some other time? I want to see the roller derby, too.
Well, you should have thought of that before you dressed the Huffnagel's Chihuahua in Heather's underwear.
Hey, it was Spot's idea.
Let's go.
Yeah, Dad doesn't want to miss the first body pileup.
Hello, Wesley.
I'm not hungry.
All the better.
Don't leave Mr. Belvedere. It's spooky up here in the attic.
Then stay away from the mirror. Oh, don't worry, your parents will be home soon.
Couldn't you help me out with some of this stuff?
Not a chance. I am off to see the Barber of Seville. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hi. Figaro here. Figaro, 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 Figaro. I thought your father was supposed to fake this doorknob. Now what are we going to do?
Want another cookie?
No windows, no door, no skylight.
And I ran out of grenades so we can't blow our way out.
Tragedy.
Boy, you must really like that opera.
I meant being stuck here with you.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look. It's the suitcase you were carrying the day you first came here.
Is this the Owens residence?
Uh-huh.
And I take it you're one of them?
Uh-huh.
Is there someone here who speaks English?
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Belvedere. Are you Mrs. Owens?
Uh-huh. Pardon me, Mr.
That's Belvedere. Lynn Belvedere.
Lynn? That's a girl's name.
Wesley. A difficult birth, I take it.
What do you mean? I'm just like any other normal kid.
Oh, really? Wesley?
Hallelujah, Mr. Belvedere. I've seen the light. Yes, sir. No more TV for me. I'm going right upstairs and get myself ready for school. I just hope the voices don't start. In the tub, I was watching the game when the TV set fell in, and it shorted out my brain.
What exactly is it, Wes? It looks a little grisly.
It's my history of punishment in colonial America.
I kind of wondered why that lady was on fire.
Hey, what's going on with you two?
Nothing. I just picked up a pile of leaves and asked if Heather wanted to jump in them. He raked it over a mud hole on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just a happy coincidence.
Where is he?
Hide me. Oh, you little monster. There wasn't any talent show. I think that went rather well.
Wesley, I hope you have a way of putting this chicken back together.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Wesley, there's a bird bath in my crumb cake.
I didn't do it.
It seems that I've heard that before.
Why do you always pick on me?
Well, in your defense, I must say that dementia seems to run in the family.
Guess what? I got the job.
listen, what do you think of the hearing? Too much?
I'm coming!
It happens every time. We get to the mall, I turn my back for 1 second, and they disappear.
Does this bag go with this stuff?
For you, little creep.
Hey, swing your lady just like Cupid. Swing her again. Don't you look stupid.
You shouldn't have to tell me to tell you this, but I found out today that I'm pregnant.
What?
And I decided to become a rabbi.
Chocolate chip cookies. Would you like one?
Okay. I already got something.
That was pretty great, huh, kid? You don't see many cartoons from Albania. What did you think, Dumpster Dog? That was real good, Hobo Joe. I'm going back now and eat some more garbage. See you, Dumpster Dog. Remember, kids, you shouldn't eat garbage. But if you do, don't forget to brush.
I think you left someone out.
I beg your pardon?
You can be as weird as the rest of us.
Not likely.
Oh, no? You said so yourself.
From time to time, we buckle under the pressure of our ingrained formality and go a little bonkers. Down came the rain and washed the cider. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. The itsy bitsy spider and up the spout again.
Officer? I found him over on Maple piling up a bunch of garbage cans.
I was recreating Stonehenge.
Well, I suppose after 5 years, the old this is bound to rub off.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh, look, a vintage Silco.
Dad calls it the Belvedere radio.
Why?
Because it's big and old and gives off a lot of static.
Well, anything's better than listening to the sound of your voice.
The drama continues at the downtown sports center, where a deranged roller derby fan is holding the entire arena hostage.
Hey, let's let everyone win.
The police report that negotiations are currently at a stalemate and may be for some time.
This is awful.
Yeah. One-liners aren't all the fun.
At Goodness Me Natural Food Market,
Just in the roller derby crisis, the crowd is still being held hostage.
I know how they feel.
I bet Dad's been waiting for his chance to jump the guy and set everyone free.
Either that or he's in line for a chili dog.
How come you and Dad are always getting on each other's case?
Well, perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. I'm home. Hey, where's my high big boy, Kip? I haven't even been hired yet. But eventually he welcomed me with open arms. So you want to stay or what? However, he still had a little trouble getting used to me. I hate you. But I must admit, your father and I have had our moments. Just don't try to borrow my lipstick. Don't you ever clean down here? I tried to run into something different. Hello, Daddy. This is Mr. Belvedere, an authentic English butler. Do a little spin for the folks, Steve. He's got manners, he's got style, he's got a snotty attitude. He'll make your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, clean your house, and solve all your personal problems. Can I have a bid? You should mention I worked for the royal family. Did you hear that, folks? He worked for the royal family. $3.
Mr. Belvedere,
Morning, Mrs. Irwin.
what's going on?
We spent the night together. A sort of experiment in terror. I'm just going outside to chop some more firewood. Oh, that's a great idea. Big guy. Maybe I can give you a hand, so to speak. Well, after you. Oh, after you. Why did you say we grew rather fond of each other? You know. Hey, Belvedere. Mind if I ask you something sort of personal? Yes. But go ahead anyway. You think I'm a jerk? This is a trick question, isn't it? I don't think you're a jerk. In fact, I almost sort of like you a lot. Thank you, Georgie. And listen, just because I say I like you, doesn't mean you have to say you like me. All right? Hey, come on. All right, George, I like you too. How much? A bushel and a peck? Luckily, your mother arrived in time to save your father any further embarrassment. Wednesday, have I been talking to myself all this time?
Uh-huh. Hey, Mr. Belvedere, you want to play gin?
Certainly not. You know I swore off that game after I taught you how to play. Now, Mr. Belvedere wants that card, so he can take it and put this one down. Now, can you use that card in your hand?
I think so. Gin. Gin. Gin.
I don't know where the little prince got his ungodly facility for card playing, but it's driving me crazy.
Look, don't feel bad. He used to clean me every time at Crazy 8. The only way I'd ever win was to cheat.
Well, that just shows the difference between you and me. Gin.
Really? Boy, that's 6 hands in a row.
Yeah, but who's counting? I cheated.
Oh, I knew that.
What?
The only way anyone ever beats me at cards is by cheating. I knew you were cheating the first time you won.
And you let me do it anyway? And let me agonize over it?
Sure, I knew you'd admit it eventually. I even knew you'd probably do something nice to make up for it. I usually know everything people are going to do.
Did you know I was going to do this? Obviously, I was far too good a teacher.
Oh, yeah? What about the time you tried to teach me semaphore when you didn't know enough to flag down an ice cream truck?
Oh, come on, Mr. Belvedere, quit goofing off. It might be boring for you, but that's just because you know it already.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forget sometimes.
Nah, Miles. That's not how you do permission to come aboard. It's not? No, Mr. Belvedere's
showed me. It's like this. You mean Wesley's out there learning a bunch of junk and it doesn't even mean anything?
Yes.
And when he goes for his badge, he's probably going to be humiliated in front of all of his friends?
I'm afraid so.
I love it. The teacher said it wasn't semaphore we were doing, it was more like the hula.
I apologize for that. I even went out and bought you an ice cream cone.
Which you ate right in front of me.
It was good.
You were torturing me. What's the right for?
In case you give me any trouble.
What's in it?
A few herbs, some wild roots, and some earthworms for protein. Don't let it get cold, they get rubbery. Come on, I'll help you get that shaving cream off. It only seems fair, after the insults you've heaped upon me.
Maybe I'd like one.
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, good, then I can leave.
Hey, please!
Why, Wesley, what a surprise.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, 'cause I stepped on it.
Not to mention the time you had me deported. Mrs. Owens, Wesley cheated on his history test.
Hey, I thought we had an understanding. I tell you about the bad stuff I do and you keep it to yourself.
Wesley, I am your housekeeper, not your priest.
Because the crazy old geezer will do anything to stop a kid from getting a dog.
Wesley? Don't you catch me, you mangy little mongrel.
Department of Immigration? I got a big one for you. I'm such a pain in the butt. Why do you put up with me at all?
It's obvious. Because... Let me think about that.
I'd rather have you than any smelly old dog.
Wesley, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Now get back to bed, you snotty little twerp. If you prefer, I'll refrain from calling you any more names.
No, it's okay. It's kind of fun when two people really like each other.
Right. Well, let's get back to sleep.
Okay. Good night, you big blimp.
Sleep well, you sneaky little reptile.
I told you this some other time. Probably laugh and make fun of me. But you're my best friend. I know you don't believe it because I act like such a creep. But I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm scared, Mr. Belvedere. I'm so sorry. Please come back. I love you.
I love you too, you little viper.
Ready to siesta?
Promised a place on the team. The Owens family returned home safely around 3 a.m. and finally released us. They would have arrived earlier, but George wanted to stop at the IHOP for blueberry pancakes. As for my ordeal in the attic with Wesley, it amazes me that I've been here long enough to have so many memories. Some of them even pleasant. Let the good times roll.
takes on